So I just had this thought tonight. I was watching CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of the, media stuff. And I noticed that all of the messaging from Democrat pundits and Democrat commentators and Democrat surrogates for the DNC was suddenly really coordinated. It was about student debt. It was about healthcare. It was about certain aspects of the economy. It's like there was a switch that was flipped, and the Democrat Party is, at least in the commentating surrogate area, suddenly very aware that the 2020 race has started. And it doesn't seem like the Republican Party knows that. And by knows that, I don't mean they're not raising money. They're raising a lot of money. They're staffing up offices. They're doing all the stuff they should be. But I don't think they're aware of the fact that they haven't yet sold anything to America for 2020. And by that, I don't mean they're not saying we don't want socialism or any of that. I'm saying we don't know what the main issues are for 2020. We still don't know with clarity what that is. We know in the conservative world what's bothering us. Some of it's voter fraud. People are talking about immigration, healthcare, whatever it is. We know what's bothering us, but the Republican Party has not yet presented what the key issues are that they're running on. And the reason why this is a problem is because I remember in 2015, those major themes of what the election was about were already emerging. By the time Trump got in, it was already going to be about immigration and the economy. We already had some level of messaging from the RNC where I, as a end of sophomore year person in high school, was knowing that. So I don't think the Republican Party is aware that they have no coordinated messaging in pundits. They have surrogates who are not actually listing President Trump's accomplishments anymore. This was really mind-boggling. There was a whole thing of conservative surrogates on tonight that were not bringing up what Trump has done for the economy. They were not bringing up North Korean victories. They weren't bringing anything up. And I think that's because the Republican Party is not aware of the fact that for the people of this country who are not diehard conservatives, they're now looking at who they're going to vote for in 2020. I think the Republican Party and certain people in the conservative world think they have a lot more time than they do. There was a whole bunch of surrogates tonight on a liberal news channel who were just talking about how evil the left is. But I heard nothing about what President Trump has done. I've heard nothing about right to try, which he did and got that passed. I heard nothing about any of this. And that's a really big concern for 2020 because I don't think the Republican Party understands that you have to be selling something now, that we hate the left and we're better than everyone else because we know that socialism is wrong, which is true, isn't a platform to run on. It's like I can't go and sell that to my friends. I can't say, we're just right about this, so you should vote Republican. I can't do that. And if I can't do that, I'm going to get other people can't do it either. So the Republican Party better really wake up because based on what I saw on TV tonight, the Democrat Party is acutely aware of the fact the coordinated messaging had to start, that Democrat surrogates more than conservative surrogates were listing accomplishments of the various candidates. And of the accomplishments they were listing, there was a consistent theme of justice, accountability, rule of law. There was a continuing theme even of the accomplishments they were listing. Whereas with Republicans, there weren't. So the Republican Party better wake up and realize they have no platform for 2020. They have no platform that they're selling to anyone right now other than free speech and all of that, which is just what America is. You can't just sell what already is allowed in America. And I understand there's all these restrictions coming out from social media companies, but that's not a platform. You have to pick the three issues of the 2020 race, and that hasn't happened yet. And you don't want the Democrats to be able to decide what the three topics of the 2020 race are. That never ends well. Last time it was immigration, the economy, and terrorism. Those were the three issues, all of which were selected by the Republican Party in the beginning of 2015. Now, it looks like the subjects that are going to be the top three are going to be college debt, the economy, and healthcare. And on the economy, we win, and on healthcare, we have the right idea and things. But on none of those issues are our surrogates strong. On none of those issues are we capable of selling our stuff to young people with the current messaging. So the Republican Party better wake up because they don't have a platform they're selling on. They're being practical, but they're not understanding the fact that coordinating messaging has to happen. And overall, I don't think they realize the fact that voters are already looking for the major themes of 2020 to pick which side they can best fit with. And that's a really big deal, especially now before we get to the debates. The debates are an afterthought at this point. What we should be focusing on now is picking the 3 major topics that the 2020 election should be built on. Last time we picked them and we won. This time we might not pick them and we might not win if we don't pick them. Thanks, guys, and please like and share.